be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose. How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking. Or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons. Yes! Pieces of me are all over the place. It's rather disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the bone orchard. Deal? Ah, quite the view from up here, eh? I meant the landscape. Don't get any ideas. All right, let's find the rest of me. Try searching the wormy camp, sir. Knocking some skeletons around until my bits fall out. Efficient little nitwits. Could be part of me in every skeleton here. That was my femur! Wait, no, my femur bends to the left. Carry on! That tickles! Look at all the dirt on my bones! I used to bathe weekly to keep myself presentable. My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel? Ah, that's the last one. Quickly now! Drop my pieces on the ground and I'll put myself back together. You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again, and walk with my own two legs. To have legs at all! Next? Oh, you mean the wormies! Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones? No idea! That's why we'll need to investigate, yes! That's the thing for us. Investigations all around! Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground. Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site! Dear! Gorodir, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend. Listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow. The wormy leader told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around. You didn't notice it? The enormous tree in the middle of the bone orchard? Nobody takes a moment to look up these days. All this beauty directly above you, and you're staring straight at the dirt. Typical. There are others like Gorodir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help. And she's not too happy with me. She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking. Spinner Amariel, we need your help. It's an emergency.
Dringoth, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm
Not at all.
cultists?
Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringolf talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the Bone Orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need? Yes, their leader threw and made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the Barrow, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol, so I'm staying put. Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage? Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The Barrow shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the Barrow's roots... Oh no. They plan to turn the old bones into an army! Here. This is Niranon's horn. Head beneath the Barrow and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside. Unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't let Dringolf sneak off with that horn.
They're already inside. If we're lucky, they haven't made it to the heart of the Barrow Bow.
Disturbs the heart of the Barrow Bow.
Niranon, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringolf, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the Barrow Bow? Dringolf, what have you done?
Nothing, I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
Dringolf, what have you done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoth?
You should have left, Dringoth.
Ulfrost will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringoth? Why return?
Dringoth, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Just listen to me. We're in danger. Necromancers are trying to kill the Barrow Bow.
You warn of danger. Dringoth, who leveled nations with his girth. Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the Bone Orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader.
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the Barrow Bow until the world forgets you!
Ulfrost, wait!
We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the Barrow Bow must be stopped. Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The Elfbone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the Barrow Bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room. Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die. Perhaps we were too hasty. Very well. Because Dringoth broke his exile only to warn us of so great a threat, we'll allow him to leave us in peace, but only if he aids us in driving out the invaders. Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult. Return them to the dust! Shatter the bones they steal from the restful dead.
The invocation.
Circle around!
Can't say I'll miss throwing back wave after wave of wormies and their bony minions. But now I have a chance to see the world, meet new and interesting people. Only now I won't accidentally smash everything in my path. Rather embarrassing, that. See the world, I expect. Folks may not take kindly to chattering elf bones, but it's better than stomping everything to jelly, eh? I'm sure I'll see you around. The world's only so big. Bigger now, I expect. Ooh, how exciting! You know, I hadn't thought about it. I usually just pick a direction and start walking. Though sometimes that doesn't work out so well. Take the Sea of Ghosts. Seems like a fun jaunt, yeah? Up north, very north, lots of water. Ice like you wouldn't believe. But the barnacles, oh, do they chafe. Took me a decade rolling around in desert sands to rid myself of those. Oh yes, loved it. Warm, dry, and the sand feels so good on my bones. Unfortunately, the people there aren't big on walking skeletons. Not many are, but there in particular. I was on my best behavior, too. They had no need to react like that. When they saw me coming, they took for the hills, the caves, whatever was available to hide in. By the time I reached a city, it would be completely deserted. Made me terribly lonely. But that was long ago. I should visit, see how things have changed.
You can see me. It takes a keen mind to see someone in my position. Welcome. You'll find no rattling chains or slamming doors here. I promise. Just a lost soul, committed to a game that never ends. I am Philia. Or I was. It hardly matters. In life, I was a master of games. Games of all sorts. Cards, dice, parlor games. I loved them all. Alas, I ran afoul of a drunk who'd grown sick of me winning all the time. So he put a knife in me. In part, truthfully, I think other forces keep me here. Before I died, I helped the Roysters Club craft their game. I played countless matches, but always won. To truly know a game, you must lose. Perhaps if I am defeated, my spirit will move on. Tempting, but I sense that you are not ready. Only a master can defeat me. Go and hone your craft. Challenge others and improve. When you reach the summit, return to me. I would relish a challenge.
What are you doing in my clothes? Now join the audience! I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever see you again. Any news? What? Is it my Saurian? Is he all right? It was inevitable. The only person he really loved was himself. It was only a matter of time before one of his true loves objected. I will miss him dearly. I did love him in spite of everything, but I could not change him. Thank you.
Captain, are there two of you standing there? Oh, I thought you were someone else. I guess I'm still seeing double. And also hallucinating. I took a blow to the head during the mutiny. Been double hallucinating ever since. I was quartermaster on the Albatross until Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny. He and his traitors captured most of the crew while we explored the Cave of Broken Sails for a lost treasure. Captain should be up by the cave. She can tell you more.
Anybody?
You aren't with the Dominion, are you? I'm captain of the independent sailing vessel Albatross. We found a map to an Imperial treasury that led us here, to the Cave of Broken Sails. But when we tried to claim it, our fortunes ebbed with the tides. We are tired of sailing independently. We planned to hand over the treasure to the Thalmor so they could make us privateers. But Broughty Bloodshark led a mutiny, captured most of my crew, and kidnapped my wife. Once he has the treasure, he'll kill them all. Of course. You're the only hope I have of getting my wife back from Broughty Bloodshark. I'll tell you everything I know about the Imperial death traps inside that cave. Broughty Bloodshark thinks she can unravel the secrets of the treasure's guardians. He'll keep her alive until she's no longer useful. Or until he sees me. Said he'd kill her the moment I show my face. Bastard. Undead guardians. The Imperials must really want to keep people away from the treasure if they resorted to necromancy. Oh, and watch the floors for traps. Fire, spike plates. One wrong step and you'll be mutton on a spit. I ran. Sword arm was useless, and there's no way I can rescue my crew if I'm dead. Didn't realize so few of us escaped. But you're nowhere near as banged up. If you help rescue my crew, my wife, well, not all the treasure has to go to Eldenroot. All right. You can access the cave through the old mine behind me. Oh, and if you spot any of my crew, send them this way. We'll need more numbers to take out the mutineers.
Help! Is anyone there? Help!
Come on, let's do this together.
I surrender! Wait, you're not one of those mutineer bastards. Please, you have to help me! A sailor on the Albatross. There was a mutiny. Broughty Bloodshark captured us and forced us to set off the traps in this damned cave. We fell one by one. Some of us ran, but I haven't seen any other crew. Aside from Nutal, I mean. He's my trained monkey. Well, he's more than that. Full-fledged crew monkey of the Albatross. We have him untie hard-to-reach knots in the rigging. Wait, have you seen any of my crew? We can't be the only ones to escape the bloodbath in the cave. The captain's alive? Rachin's luck! That's good news! Listen, Broughty Bloodshark is dead set on getting into the Imperial Vault. If Captain Linwen sent you to find the crew, you'd better get there before that bloodthirsty bastard kills them all off. Here, take this bag of dried fruit. Toss some at the disarming mechanism, and Nutal will do the rest. That little guy is the only way I made it through. You two stay safe. I'll find the captain. We won't leave you to do this alone.
I've been waiting to try this spell out. Adventuring with you really keeps a girl on her toes. You're getting stronger all the time.
Excuse me. I say, excuse me?
I do beg your pardon, but would you happen to be amongst the living? Everything is so hazy. Oh, I'm talking to another corpse, aren't I? Damn my ghostly eyes.
Oh, thank the stars. I've been trapped in this dank catacomb for countless years. I'm bound here by a powerful necromantic ritual, and I'd rather that weren't the case. Oh, a simple ritual designed to keep this facility staffed with undead for hundreds of years. But Imperial mages decided to meddle, and it cost us our lives. I can end it, but I haven't been able to find their skulls. Residual foci, of course.
Well, was my ritual. 3 Imperial mages hired me to turn condemned prisoners into an undead force. The Empire frowned on necromancy, you see, but when it came time to perform the ritual, they locked me in with the prisoners. Those small-minded fools were too concerned with politics. They thought if they could control the ritual itself, they'd have no need for me. The height of arrogance, to think they could begin to understand the complexity of my preservation ritual.
The undead don't eat, sleep, or breathe. They make perfect guardians for a place such as this. And I suppose a secret cache isn't very secret if you have to replace the troops every 6 months.
Arya, Taldius, and their small-minded commander, Mucius. When their imperfect grasp of the ritual destroyed us, they locked our souls to the mortal realm. Because they thought the principles of necromantic binding were the same as conjuration circles. Instead, the magic flowed through their very minds, turning their skulls into imbued foci. I can end this cascading effect if I possess their skulls. It's you again, isn't it? Do you have the skulls? Blast! Am I talking to a corpse again? Wonderful. If you simply hand me the skulls, I'll be able to reverse the effects of that preservation ritual. Oh my, I keep forgetting. You're the one who seems ghostly to me, you see. You'll need to do this then. If you enter the preservation room, you'll find their spirits locked into an echo of their final moments. Reuniting skull with spirit should do it. Can't you see it? Oh, right. The walls.
There's a lever around here that opens a secret passage. I don't remember where it is, or I'd help you find it. I haven't needed to worry about walls in quite some time.
His power keeps growing. It's nothing like we practiced.
There's too much power! I can't contain it!
Something's wrong. His body isn't like the others.
You've done it. You freed me. Those fools thought they were necromancers. But in their ignorance, they killed and raised everyone inside this facility. Not just those condemned to die. If this place wasn't so well hidden, its effects could have spread to Grotwood itself. I don't know. With the ritual ended, the undead in this facility should slowly fade with time. As for myself, well, I suppose I could approach the Mages Guild, see if my services could be of use. Well, I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Never free at last.
You want to talk?
You work fast. Bullock found us and told us what happened. All we had to do was follow the trail of corpses and disarmed traps. Bullock said you went after the treasure that had Browdy Bloodchalk so worked up. Did you find it? Let me see those papers. Preservation room. Oh no. Browdy Bloodchalk doesn't have enough mutineers to crew the Albatross. Bullock said he kept going on about needing a skeleton crew. I think he meant a crew literally made of skeletons. It must be why he needs my wife. The writing on the back of Faenir's map was coded, except for the phrase, preservation ritual. That must be it. Once she decodes the ritual, Browdy Bloodchalk will turn my crew into his undead minions. The last we saw, Bosun Fearin guarded the long hall into the great cavern. If that crafty bastard sees me approach, he'll fall back and warn Browdy Bloodchalk. Then my wife dies. If he hasn't already fallen to the undead, I want you to hold his attention while we slip by and free up some more of my crew. Oh, Bullock wanted to speak with you before you left. But if you just want to get moving, we'll see you inside the great cavern.
So much better than reading.
I thought I was done for.
We did it!
You'll not get past me!
Have to break away. Ooh, that one was satisfying.
Nice work back there. Nuttall found an old vent that led to this chamber. More climbing than I'd have liked, but we made it through. My crew is making short work of the mutineers behind us, but there are still plenty more in the cavern. Agreed. But we need to draw him out. Otherwise, he'll order the mutineers to kill my crew. And if he sees my face, Faenir is as good as dead. We have to be smart about this. With fire. There's a barrel of kindle pitch on the docks. If you burn the Imperial war supplies on the docks, everyone will be too focused on putting it out to worry about Browdy Bloodchalk. When he shows his face, you can stick a blade through it. Here, take this whistle. Give it a sharp blast, and my crew will help you fight any mutineers in your path. Once they're distracted, we'll keep the mutineers off your back while you hunt Browdy Bloodchalk. Good luck.
Now!
You done?
Fools! What are you doing out there? Burn out!
You came a long way to die, stranger. That's all you can manage? I'll kill you myself. I'll give you the captain. You came a long way to die, stranger.
We have to get out of here. You don't understand. He's insane. He'll keep trying to control the undead until he succeeds. Then it's over. There's no way the mutineers will fight without him. Toward the end, he frightened even his most loyal sailors. Have you seen Captain Linwyn? Is she all right? Thank the gods. If only I'd burned the cursed map to this place. But perhaps there's something to salvage here. The Dominion will welcome a cave full of Imperial war supplies. That should be enough for a full pardon and a letter of marque. You must know of our raids across the Long Coast. Well, that's behind us now. The treasure will wipe our debts clean so we can put our talents to use in the Queen's own navy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find my wife.
The traitors lost their fight once you killed Broughty Bloodshark. I'd rather hang the lot of them, but Fania said some were coerced into it. Even so, they'll need some kind of punishment. What we first planned to do, once we inventory the weapons and supplies in this cave, we'll present the list to the Thalmor. If they like what they see, they'll give us our amnesty and make us part of the Queen's own navy. We were, but those days are over. I should have seen they never would be for Broughty Bloodshark. The damnable thing is, he was an excellent first mate. Up until the promise of treasure warped his mind, I suppose. Those who planned it will hang. The rest who were forced into it, they can leave, unless my crew objects. I need to spend some time with Fainir. Before you go, find Bulag. He put something together for you. Our way of saying thanks. It may not be much, but Bulag scraped together a reward. We can't exactly pay you in catapults, not if we want the Dominion to take us in. What you did for us, we won't forget it. Because it's the unluckiest thing I could think of. The sight of those birds terrifies sailors from one end of Tamriel to the other. You'd think they were Daedric princes with wings. I don't want my ship filled with superstitious fools moaning about the Draugr below the waves, or cursed golden treasure chests. I want a straight-backed crew ready to knock the Draugr overboard and dispel ancient curses, so we can spend the gold.
Beg for mercy. The captain may hear you out.
This one has full pockets.
Can't say where the Albatross will head next, but you're always welcome aboard. None of us will forget what you did here. And Nutal won't forget either. Saving our lives is a little more than just help. Next time you see us, we'll be privateers. Nutal and I are going to miss you. We scrounged a bit and came up with something. I hope it serves you well.
brave, reaching in there like that. Try to keep moving.
The soldiers said I could fish for a while longer. You can ask them. They'll tell you I'm allowed here. I'm not supposed to talk with you. The soldiers told us to send all outsiders to Officer Parwinell. She's in the Dominion tent, just beyond the northern barricade in the Greymire. I erect the spine of farewell, my friend.
Are we going to race?
Soldier, I appreciate your vigilance, but the Argonians in the Greymire are guests. Refrain from any further displays of zeal, or I'll have you scrubbed down the barricade. Dismissed. If you're here to complain about the Argonian refugees, there's nothing I can do. They're to remain behind the barricades until the Thalmor resolves their status. Praise Ifrei, someone who isn't going on about Argonian spies. Last year, this tribe arrived in Grotwood as refugees. But because we're all part of the Dominion now, my superiors can't decide what to do with them. Absolutely not. This entire tribe was enslaved by Dark Elves. They have more reason to hate the Ebonheart Pact than you or I. But someone in Eldenroot decides to set an example, and now there are barricades. It's why I need outside help. Here's a list of the tribe's leaders. I need to know why they refuse to speak with us. Unless my report says they're cooperating, my superiors have an excuse to exile them. Soldiers and barricades aren't exactly a welcoming feast, but unless the Argonians are willing to speak with us, they won't stay in Grotwood for much longer. Utarte is some kind of spiritual leader, friendly sort. Slimjar fishes for a living, with eyes as cold and dead as her catches. As for No Fingers, I have no idea what he does, but the tribe respects him. No. As a justiciar, the Thalmor Inner Council directs me to investigate and enforce Dominion law. They've never given me soldiers. Without an armed encampment, the Argonians might have trust in me. But that's not how they see it in Eldenroot.
Welcome. What brings you to the Greymire? Then you're a wandering soul, much like our tribe was? Without the gracious Wood Elves, we would still roam Tamriel in search of a new home. Once the Dominion understand the depth to our gratitude, I'm certain they'll remove the barricades. Please, ask me anything. The Dominion capital is the Wood Elf city of Eldenroot. The bulk of its armies are Wood Elf soldiers. I see no difference between the Dominion and our Wood Elf benefactors. The tribe's leadership will soon meet to discuss this matter. Some fear the Dominion plan to enslave us, as the Dark Elves once did. I hope to put this absurdity to rest. You're welcome to attend the meeting, Wanderer. We have nothing to hide. We were slaves to Dark Elves for generations. When the Ebonheart Pact formed, we refused to fight beside our former captors. They called us traitors and banished us from our lands. We roamed Tamriel for years, and only stopped when we reached Grotwood. We asked the Wood Elves here for temporary shelter. Instead, they gave us the Greymire. All they asked was that we work the land and set aside some of our fish. For this, we must always be grateful. In Black Marsh, I was a tree minder. I tended the Hist, the great trees of our people. Here, I will become a spinner, to speak with the trees of Grotwood. I will lead my people to Ifra, the Wood Elf god of the forest. We've always thought that without the Hist, there can be no hatchlings. But with Ifra's guidance, I will find a way. Think of it. Argonians native to Grotwood, to our new way of life. Proud citizens of the Dominion which Queen Ayrenn hopes to build.
I was dreaming of speckled fish. Now I'm hungry and wet. Explain yourself. Despite what you may have heard, a bucket of water to the face isn't a traditional Argonian greeting. But I'm not one to stand on ceremony. What's on your mind? As long as I can raise my guar and sleep in the shade, I don't care who rules this land. We want to live in peace, as a free people. If the Dominion supports us, then I support the Dominion. I'd find somewhere else to sleep in the shade. Some of the rough skins in this village might not see it the same way. I wouldn't go throwing buckets of water on them. You might lose a finger. The meeting. I nearly slept through it. Udate wants to discuss the grumbling about the barricades. You should come. See how we govern ourselves. I've roamed from one end of Tamriel to the other, handling vicious beasts along the way. In all that time, I've never lost a finger. But the moment I call myself Lost No Fingers, a guar will tear off my arm. When my tribe left the Black Marsh, we brought along our native wildlife. None wanted the job, so I took charge. I prefer beasts to people. More pragmatic. Less complicated, and you always know when one plans to eat you. It doesn't, but when you're the one who keeps the Wamasu calm, nobody gets on your bad side. Ha! I had you. The tribe sees one who remains calm in the face of danger, and with this comes respect. Simple as that.
Begone, outsider. You have no place here. I speak with warriors, not spoiled eggs. Your words are drenched in honey. How far do you stick your tongue up the beehive? Very well. Ask your questions. I hunt and I fish. I do it better than the rest. The others respect my strength. This tribe has forgotten how to survive. You want to know my role? I remind them what we left behind. No matter how far this tribe wanders, they will always bay the elven boots with their tongues. Dark elves, high elves, a Nord with pointed ears would do. But some of us fought our slave masters. When they forget, I remind them. By Dominion, you mean Queen Irene. She's like any dark elf matron, but her lash is an army of Falmor lackeys. The Wood Elves and Khajiit are the worst kind of slaves. They'll pave her road to victory with their own blood, and thank her for the privilege. Enough questions. Utate called a meeting to discuss the barricades. If you're so eager to learn my thoughts, you should attend.
Thank you for coming, all of you. We have all heard the grumblings, but if this is to be our home, we must end this talk of defying the Dominion.
You tail-lifting fool! Do we ignore the slave pen they built around us? This wood elf god you follow corrupts your mind.
If Frick can give us hatchlings, Slimjaw, peace with the Dominion is our only chance of survival.
While you whisper to trees, the Dominion measures our wrists for manacles. I cannot allow this.
Slimjaw, what are you saying?
Utate, you turn our people away from the Hist. I sanction you for your heresy.
Slimjaw!
Hail Sithis!
I knew of Slimjaw's anger, but to murder Utate, madness. Didn't you hear her? She leapt crest first from the cliffs of madness. The anger has burned a hole through her good sense. Killing Utate must be part of a larger plan. Slimjaw was once a shadow scale, a holy assassin feared throughout Black Marsh. To sanction Utate as she did was a signal. Her hunters will lie in wait for whatever comes next. They'll fight to the death, so we need to fight harder. If one Dominion soldier dies at the hands of these fools, my entire tribe will pay for it. So yes, we need to kill them, if it isn't too much trouble. But have no fear. Comes when called can help you track them down. That tiny guar sniffing at your ankle. Don't worry, it means he likes you. Sweep the beach camps for Slimjaw's hunters. I'll round up a few trusted friends and check the forest camps. We'll meet at the old sea cave west of the Grey Mire. We should hurry. If any of Slimjaw's hunters attack Dominion soldiers, my tribe is doomed. I trained the little one to work with the hunters. He's quite familiar with their scent. If they're around, he'll be happy to lead you to them. The hunters, less happy. You're still breathing. Good. Breathing is good. Slimjaw is deeper in the sea cave. She's trying to gain control of Mother Lightning. If she manages this, the Dominion soldiers won't stand a chance. The giant lizards with lightning in their teeth are Wamasu. Mother Lightning laid their eggs and nurtured them to hatching. Everything about her is twice their size. It pains me to say, but you'll need to put her down when you kill Slimjaw. I was once a Shadow Scale, just like Slimjaw. For me to kill her without sanction would be true heresy. I've lived my life without angering the Night Mother, and I'd rather not start now. But my friend Eagerteeth has no such restriction. Yes, the one chewing on that hunter's spine. She's a feisty one. I'll return to the village and chase away the Wamasu. If they sense Mother Lightning is in danger, they might stampede through the Gray Mire. Good luck, friend. But with Eagerteeth by your side, you shouldn't have much trouble. Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow are special. Some are taken at birth and trained as assassins. We followed the god Sithis, and through his consort wife we received sanctioned kills. I shouldn't say we. That life is long behind me. Slimjaw and I first came to this tribe as liberators. But for every Argonian we freed, the Dark Elves tortured 10. I refused to cause more pain for my people. When the tribe was exiled, I remained as a protector, but I was too slow to protect Utate.
From the side! Together! There's voices in his head. Don't worry, they're good people.
You stopped Slimjaw then? Oh no, Eager Teeth didn't survive, did she? I see. You'll be missed, Eager Teeth. But this is no time to mourn. Officer Parwanel grows impatient with our tribe. Perhaps if you were to calm the waters, she would leave us be. None of the others will speak with her. They fear she'll find out about the fighting. So they cling to silence and hope I make it all go away. But I'm a terrible liar. There's no way I could disguise Utete and Slimjaw's absence. I don't want the tribe forced out of its home. These people, my people, they found hope in the Grey Maya. I don't want it wrenched away from them due to Slimjaw's foolish actions. If I may ask, what will you tell her? As you should. I just hope what you think is right is what's best for my tribe.
Now just calm down. I haven't made any decisions yet.
This is it. The Dominion plan to drive us out of Grotwood.
My scouts reported sounds of battle along the beaches. This forces my hand. If I can't explain this immediately, my superiors will hear about this and assume the worst. I need you to tell me what's going on in the Grey Maya. Where are they? Good. It seems I have little choice. If there are rebellious elements in the Grey Maya, I have to recommend the tribe be exiled. If you can assure me these people can be trusted, I'll push for them to remain. But if you have any doubts, speak plainly. Then that's all I need for my report. My superiors won't be happy, but I'm sure they'll get used to the idea eventually. Thank you for seeing the truth of the matter. I hope to have those wretched wooden barricades down within the month. Argonians of the Grey Maya, as long as this tribe pledges itself to the Dominion, you will always have a home in Grotwood.
If it means we belong, we'll pledge. Right, Shatuna?
Yes, praise the divines.
Whatever allows us to stay.
I'm glad you're all so excited. Please, if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
Forever.
Yeah!
I prefer the...
Don't lie, Catman. I saw you eat that flower. I can't let you harm this forest without penance. The Green Pact demands that you pay for your indiscretions.
But this Khajiit loves to eat flowers. You're insane. Put that axe away. I have done nothing wrong.
The plants and the trees are sacred to the Bosmer. All true Bosmer, at any rate. I demand retribution for the flower you slaughtered and devoured.
Someone help! You there! Please! Talk some sense into that elf! He's a lunatic!
This Khajiit thinks he can walk into this forest and kill and maim at his leisure. He may not follow the Green Pact, but I do. And I'll have him learn respect for the flowers and the trees before this day is done. It's always a misunderstanding. Do you know how many buffoons stumble into this place to tear up flowers and kick the trees? Damn it, the fool isn't worth it. Wasn't going to hurt him anyway, just scare him a little. Sorry, Cat. I let my anger get to me.
I understand. One time my brother, under the influence of skooma, also attacked me. Luckily, he could not climb trees in that state, though it was humorous to see him try. Thank you for soothing that wood elf's temper. He would have taken a hand, an arm, or worse, if you hadn't come along.
Yahoo!
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
I need to buy food.
You fought beside Lord Garishri in Haven? This one should be so lucky.
I don't seem to be making much progress.
Let's ride. Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
What is it?
I've spent a great...
We don't do loans. We're not...
Yes, how can I help you? My people mostly leave such matters to our spinners to share, rather than writing it down. I have something, but I can't imagine you'd want an Akaviri spy's writings on our heritage. A cultural infiltration document. Complete garbage. Really? You read Akaviri? Well, no matter. You're welcome to it. Let me see, I'll have a copy around here somewhere. A moment, please. Here we are. One flawed Akaviri depiction of my people. I hope you find it as amusing as I did.
Good luck finding the mud crab eyes. Only if you have the time. I realize it's not the most glamorous request. Would you look at that? Just the smell of the thing seems to have perked them up. I'll see if I can use them to motivate my little friends.
What do you have there? A book? This book? It's written in Akaviri. This is wonderful. Nobody here will be able to find the source of my stories if they're written in another language. My Akaviri is a bit stale, but I think I can manage. You're welcome to stay for my performance.
Do you have them? You have them, don't you? Oh, I shouldn't get my hopes up. They fell in the sea, didn't they? I knew it. I have the worst luck. Wonderful! That's everything I need. Once Haven gets its act together, they can deliver an empty trunk. You're welcome to stay for the show. Sit wherever you like. You won't regret it. Unless you hate stage performances. then you'll regret it. But hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Would you look at that line? We're drawing more people than in Auradon. We'll perform our hearts out. The Wood Elves will see there's more to the Somerset Isles than stuffy politicians. Return any time you wish. If there's enough call for it, we may have new performances to share.
What an awful thing to say here in Gratwood. But perhaps there's a way we can accommodate you.
What are you doing? No!
That's better, isn't it? You know, I think he's less stubborn this way. All right. I suppose we've had our fun. Time to restore my assistant. Sulamere, return to your true nature.
You fool! You foiled my plans and revealed my true form to everyone in this wretched land.
Sulamere, you were a Jamora all along. I won't allow you to harm these fine people.
You think you can stop me?
No! Release me!
And now for the rest of you.
You forgot one thing, foul creature.
What might that be, mortal?
The people of Gratwood are closely tied to the forest itself, and you cannot withstand the might of the Green Pact.
This can't be happening. The Green Pact isn't real.
It's real enough to kick you back into the pit from which you crawled. Everyone, bind your will to mine. Together we can banish him.
No, not back to oblivion.
With your help, we've banished the foul Jamora. Behold the might of the Green Pact. I hope everyone enjoyed the show.